I'm David Sutton. It's time to announce this week's Athletes of the Week here at Wyopreps.com. And one of our girls' winners is Hanna Walker, the junior diver from Kimmer High School, who broke a school record in the six dive format at the Kimmer Invite last weekend, helping her team actually finish in first place in that meet. She broke the old record by over 24 points and right now leads 3A in both 6 and 11 dive formats. We're going to talk about that. But first of all, Hanna joins me. Congratulations on the record. Take me back to last Friday. How did you do it? How did you feel when you found out about breaking the record?
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And so first of all, like I always have the wackiest warm-ups when I compete really well. Like I warmed up and it was rough and I was like, "Oh man, I hope I don't compete like this." And so I went into it and I was like, I'm just gonna I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna throw the dives that I know. And I the second I did my first dive, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good." And then my last dive, my coach and my teammate both got so excited, and I was so excited. And it was great. And then what was crazy is that my other teammate, my younger teammate, was diving right after me, and she hadn't qualified for state yet, and so she ended up qualifying for state like right after me. So it was a fantastic day for diving.
Well, obviously, to break a record, you got to hit your dives. For
Yeah.
you, what's kind of the key when you're on the diving board, whether you're standing there back to the
Mhm.
water or whether you're approaching the board? What's kind of the key for you, Hanna?
So, I would definitely say that I do everything that I do, especially in diving, for the glory of God. So like I always pray before I go, and I give it to him, and I go and I do my best because I've definitely had meets where it's off and it just doesn't feel right, but I go and I take deep breaths. Like I always take a deep breath before I go. And I have to think about one or two things that I want to fix in the dive, or I want the dive want to happen in the dive. Um and I just focus on those things. And then I always make sure to smile when I come out of the water, even if it was a bad dive. So yeah,
All right. Hey,
yeah,
that
kind of fun.
whatever works for you. For you in particular,
Yeah.
what parts and pieces are you and your
Mhm.
coach working on to continue to progress and so that you're nailing all these dives, but
Yeah,
maybe also trying harder and better degree of difficulty? What areas are you focusing on with your coach?
for sure. So, on the diving board, for front and back approaches, um, I have a really bad habit of leaning. So on back approaches, I lean back really bad, and then forward approaches, I lean forward really bad. So we've just been really like tackling those habits, little bits at a time, like really breaking, um, leaning and standing up more, and then learning like where to throw and how hard to throw every dive, because every dive really is different. And it's really fun. We just practice a lot of reps of every dive, and they seem to just get better. So yeah.
What do you think of the diving competition around 3A this year?
Yeah.
Obviously, you probably haven't seen every single team
Mm-hmm.
just because it's a big state. But what are
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts on whether you're standings watching or looking at other results? What are your thoughts on 3A diving this year?
So I'm really excited. So 3A, like it's always been a tough competition, I think. I think it's full of amazing divers, and the atmosphere for diving is always fantastic. Like we tend to support each other, and we just like we want each other to succeed while competing. Like definitely we all really want to win deep down. But um there's some really great competitors on my team, another senior. In Lander, there's a great competitor. In Buffalo, they have some really, really good competitors. In Cody, there's just a lot of really, really good competitors in 3A around the state. And I definitely think that like as state and conference comes up, like I just like everybody just has to be on their game, including me. So yeah,
Well,
pretty
we're
excited.
still thankfully a ways away from that, but it'll
Yes,
be here
for
before
sure.
we know it. It will be here before we know it.
Yeah.
Gotta ask you real quick.
Mhm.
Diving's so quiet. Everybody, they always ask for quiet. Would you rather have music and loud? I mean, would it be like golf's quiet and sometimes you get that quote unquote Happy Gilmore? Let's get the
Yeah.
let's make some noise. Would you rather have noise than just total like silence and quiet and you can just hear the water and not much else?
So it's really funny that you asked that because just while I was in Kemmer, I was like, my least favorite part is that everything is so quiet. Like the way that we practice is crazy because we have the swimmers kicking and my coach is so loud and it's great and I love it and we have music going. Um yeah, so I definitely prefer noise, but we adapt to the quiet.
I understand that. So, hey, well, congrats
Yeah,
on the record. Wish you
thank you
best
so
luck the
much.
rest of the way. And thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I continue talking about our athletes of the week here at Wyopreps.com as we got shared honors this week. But for one of our girls honorees, it's Cailyn Smedley, the number 2 singles player from Cheyenne Central, who continues not just an outstanding season, but an outstanding career. She went 4-0 last week, did not drop a single set, and all the matches on the road against conference foes. Cailyn joins me right now. First of all, congrats on a great week to you. I guess reflect back, think back to last week. How do you feel like you played last week?
Thank you. I think I played really well. I got a lot of my shots in. My serves were really good those days, and I think I played well. My opponents were all really good and super nice, and yeah.
For you, what parts of your game have you been trying to improve this season? I mean, you've been an outstanding player since you kind of stepped foot in the high school scene, but where have you tried to focus your improvements?
Recently, I've been trying to get a more powerful serve and trying to control the court a little bit better than I have in the past. I've also been working a lot on my mental game, like always trying to stay positive, not focusing on the past, but like looking towards like what point I'm about to play or what I'm currently doing in the moment.
I'm curious from your perspective, Cailyn. You played 4 matches last week on the road. Do you notice a difference when you're at home versus playing on the road with the courts?
Yes, there is definitely a difference. Like you have different surroundings around you, and the courts, like some of them are a little more slanted than others, I guess. So there's definitely um, differences, but overall, it's still the same game.
Does it take you a moment to adjust, or do you try and just kind of say, all right, I'm in the zone, I guess?
It definitely takes a minute. We usually have like warm up beforehand, which definitely helps. But yeah.
For you, I know that you're undefeated and you've been undefeated throughout your high school career now in your junior season at Central High School. What type of pressure does that put on you, or do you even try to think about that at all?
There definitely is pressure. I don't try to think about it too much because it's definitely a lot. But along with that, I mean, like some you're always gonna have bad matches some days, or your opponent's gonna play really well. And I mean, if I did lose, then like it wouldn't be the end of the world. I just try to stay positive about it and like be happy for my opponent, I guess, that kind of thing. And yeah.
Well, it's worked out. Whatever you're doing, it's worked out so well. It's worked out well so far, is what I should say. Obviously, getting ready for the postseason. How do you feel about your game and the team as you all get ready for regionals and state here over the next couple of weekends?
I'm pretty confident. So far, our team has only lost, I think, one match for girls at least. And we've been playing all really well. Our one singles, Haley Mathis, has been doing great, and she's barely lost any games too. And I don't know, just all of our doubles are really solid as well. And I think we're going to do really well.
Well, Cailyn, you continue outstanding play. I wish you best luck in the postseason. Thank you for your time and congrats on being one of our athletes of the week.
Of course, thank you so much.